with this live stream. I don't know who gonna run through it and hear this message, but trust and believe it's one that needs to be heard. And I know I'm about to rumble some emotions up, and I'm gonna tell you right now how I'm feeling in this part of not only my journey, but I feel like a lot of your journey as well, is that you actually on the edge of not giving any big F's at all. Collective tap in. Now I want to say this might get a little bit like tense between all of us here, okay? And I know that I'm drawing some lines in this sand for a lot of you. And some of y'all might not like me after this, because I'm not only am I going to read this enemy's energy for filth, but you might get dragged for filth with love in this conversation as well. Because I see that a lot of you collective, a lot of you are being real scary right now. And this is not the time for that, collective. My goal for this conversation is for you to walk away feeling empowered to make the choices that is going to lead you to a life that is in alignment with who you are, your divine purpose, and with God. And when that happens, collective, the goal, what's going to happen is I'm going to move you in a place that is from a place that's comfortable to a place that's real uncomfortable. And I need you to hold that, collective, okay? Because in this season of breakthrough, the level of discomfort that you have is going to be contingent upon the lines that you draw in the sand for yourself, collective, okay? So if I ruffle your feathers and you get mad at me in this conversation, I want you to take a step back and ask yourself, why exactly am I getting upset at Cass and not upset at myself? And what do I have to change within that's going to allow me to be a better person for myself? Tap in. Now, if you are a part of my collective circle, the Crown Circle, which is my membership, you get it for $2.99 a month, less than a cup of coffee or tea, collective, then you know that I have shared that I am going through something of an awakening, okay? And I love it. Hello, everybody. I see you. Give me a moment to tap in with y'all, okay? Let me get this off my chest. But I see the Crown Collective in the chat. I see y'all ready to go off with me, and I'm so here for it, okay? But I see y'all. Tap in. In my awakening, there have been a lot of things that have been revealed to me. And the energy that I'm getting from the collective is that y'all comfortable thinking that you uncomfortable. You're comfortable in thinking that you are uncomfortable. Baby, you're not uncomfortable. You're not uncomfortable. You see, because when you are uncomfortable, what ends up happening is that the people around you start changing because you're trying to find a space that feels good for you, even in the midst of your uncomfortability. Tap in. You're trying to find a soft place to land so that you don't skin your knees. Okay, listen, tap in, collective. I need you to walk with me. Okay, I need you to walk with me. There are people here who are experiencing a sense of restlessness. And being restless is uncomfortable AF. Okay? You get agitated, you get anxious, you get edgy. And a lot of y'all don't even know that that is the Holy Spirit speaking to you, telling you that it's some stuff that got to be fixed on the immediate. Tap in. There's some people in your vicinity that need to be cut in the immediate. Okay, tap in. And a lot of y'all thinking that you uncomfortable while you in the same environment where the people that need to be cut off and the energy that needs to be cut off is still around you comfortable. Are y'all riding with me? Let me know if you with me on this. See, a lot of the people in the collective tap in. See, y'all don't even know that while you around, or you don't even realize, or you don't want to come to the realization, or you don't want to even accept, tap in. You don't even want to accept the fact that the same people that's sitting around you, the same people that you want to call your friends and your family and your this and your that, that's my homie, you've been good and all that stuff. These same people is the same snakes that's about to bite you on your forehead. And you know this, man. You know this. But you really scared to get uncomfortable. See, because it's not directly in your face, like somebody coming up to you and say, hey, I don't like you. See, that's directly in your face. When somebody comes to you like, oh, hey, I don't like you. You disgust me. I hate you. See, when people just come up to you, then you know how to react. See, it's when the snakes that's in the garden that you planted the seeds in come around and start looking at you crazy when you in a season of breakthrough, which makes you uncomfortable, baby. That's what you need to pay attention to. And I have a feeling a lot of y'all are turning a blind eye. You turn a blind eye to it. And I'm telling you right now, wake up. Wake up, collective. Because what is clear today, what is clear in this moment is that every single one of us is in a war. Whether it's a personal war, whether you going through, you breaking generational curses, whether you fighting with your family, whether you looking at your friends, whether it's a job, whether you fighting with the government, tap in, whether you fighting with an agency, whether you fighting spiritual warfare, all of it is spiritual warfare. You up against something, baby. And if you're not personally up against something, baby, the environment that we are in, the geopolitical environment that we are in is causing a friction. And so there is a collective discomfort. And it is a test, collective. I need you to tap in with me, my God, today. It is a test, collective. It is a test of your truth, of the truth, and it is a test to see who can cross your morals, who can cross your values, and what you will bend a knee to, even if it goes against everything that you believe in. Collective. It's big energy at play right now. And I'm not here to say, be scared, be scared. Don't never be scared. We ain't never scared, never that. What I am here to do is make you aware is that what's happening on the geopolitical scale, what's happening on the home front is also what's happening to you personally. See, when you are uncomfortable for real, when it's time for you to move for real, and you off balance, you off key, you not feeling like you could just plant your feet in a safety zone, it's going to be people that's going to show up in your life in a very specific way. Oh, baby. You're going to have your riders. These are the people that's like, hey, whatever you need, just call me. I got you. Boom. Nothing else need to be said. It's going to be people that's like, hey, I ain't got everything, but this is what I do got for you. Shoot, listen, I make soups every Tuesday and Thursday. I'll make sure I drop you off a bowl. Boom. Right? But then you got people who've been really good at hiding, really good at playing playing the game of a friend or a family or somebody that you can count on. But see, shit getting rocky right now. And where you used to be stable for them, you're no longer stable. You're no longer able to plant your feet the way how could you? It's too much going on around you. So when you're not able to plant your feet firmly in this moment of change, and I tell you, baby, this is a moment of change. It is a great awakening for the collective. I know it ain't just me. Them people that was counting on you to be stable, you're going to find out truly how unstable they are spiritually and emotionally. And it's going to come out roaring at you. Why? You like, why, Cass? Why they going to start coming at me? First of all, you have always been a pillar of safety. No, it's not just you, baby. This is spiritual warfare, but it's showing up for us differently. It's showing up for us differently. See, when you're not an anchor for people anymore, baby, it's going to start showing up differently with the people around you. So this person, they going to start to look unsettled. The first thing you're going to notice is the aura is just going to change. The energy is going to change. There's going to be a different approach, a different something, but you just going to feel it. You're going to be like, it's just something different about you. It's something different about this person, something different about my cousin, my friend, my coworker, whoever. It's just something different. I thought you was like supposed to be somebody in my life that I could count on in this moment, but it seems like you were counting on me to stay in this environment, and now that I need to shift and pivot so that I can be the spiritual pillar or the financial pillar or the emotional pillar to the people who truly love me and are there for me. Now you want to act a little bit funny. So what was your mission around me this whole time? Was you siphoning my energy? Collective. I know I haven't tapped in with y'all in the chat yet. I will. Let me get this message off my chest because it's been sitting with me. Oh no, in the words of Nicki Minaj, you are going to start seeing people become restless around you. Now catch it. Earlier I said you're feeling restless. But that's because there's a major spiritual shift that we are seeing across the board. It don't mean there's nothing wrong. It don't mean there's nothing wrong with you. It just means that there is a collective shift that is happening. But see, when we talk about restless on their end, they restless because, see, they know they're about to be exposed. Tap in. See, their peace, this person is an enemy, and their peace was built upon them being able to rely on your stability. That's why this is a micro season of your pivot. Ooh. That just came to me. This is a micro season. So y'all know how we in the breakthrough season. Listen, y'all think I'm playing? I said, come here, collective. Y'all know how we in a breakthrough season right now. Tap in. I want y'all to tap in, and I want you to double tap that screen, right? Y'all know how we in a micro season. I mean, a season of breakthrough. Okay, all of October. This is a micro season of a pivot, baby. Okay. Where you walking, whoa, let me go this way. Okay, that's a pivot, baby. Y'all ever see somebody with a nasty catwalk on a walk when they doing modeling, and like Naomi Campbell, who's my girl, Tyra Banks, like all them got mean walks. But as soon as they hit that pivot to walk the other way, it be a mean pivot. You be like, bitch, you better work, cover girl, right? Oh, this the micro season of the pivot. Right? This is the micro season of the collective pivot. And you got people feeling real crazy about it. See, it's one thing when the collective knows that they have to be uncomfortable in this season because the change is gonna come. It's another when people were relying on you to be comfortable this whole time, and their peace was built upon you being in a position that no longer serves you. So as soon as you make that pivot to walk back or walk away or walk towards, more than likely collective, you're walking towards something. As soon as they see that, oh no, now they got to show their hands. Because see, you was a sense of security for them. You was their umbrella, Ella. That's what you was for them. And somebody about to act a straight freaking fool. And I want you to understand, collective. I want you to tap in. Okay, I want you to tap in. This is not only a way that they felt in control of you. Think about it. Think about people who believe that they are in control of you. So now they feeling like that you get out of control. They feel like your decisions are erratic. They feel like your decisions are out there. It don't make no sense to them. Of course, they're not part of the collective. But your decisions make sense to LJ and Travis. And I think I saw my girl Leah in there. Your decision makes sense to them. It makes sense to me. But it don't make sense for those who've been relying on your cover this whole time. And let me tell you, collective, when that person pop up and they show you, I want you to understand that is to break you away from that pivot and put you on a path that you are not aligned with. That is a form of spiritual warfare, baby. And it's time to suit up and boot up. Because let me tell you something, somebody that been hiding, somebody that been using your comfortability as their protection, and that's the only reason why they was around, because they wanted to feel safe. They've been telling you, they've been telling other people, oh, look, this my friend right here. This my friend right here. Everybody look at my friend. This my friend. Hey, this my friend Leah. Because Leah, she go to church. She got a job. She take care of her family. Like she a good person all the way around. So, you know, everybody need to be friends. Like, because I'm friends with her, you know, that make me like her. I want you to tap in, collective. That is a form of spiritual warfare because people are using your likeness as a cloak. Oh. People using your name as a cloak. So now that you like, wait, I'm uncomfortable in this shift, and I'm feeling uncomfortable staying here, so I have to shift. Tap in. That's the clarifier. Thank you, God. I feel uncomfortable, so I have to shift. I feel uncomfortable, so I have to pivot. And for you, collective, it really ain't no second guess. What I'm telling you is that what you feeling is accurate. Don't stay where you are. Move. And when you move, people gonna shake. What did the great philosopher Ludacris tell us? When I move, they move. Just like that. What is that move look like? Oh no, baby, your pivot, it got them like, whoa, what are you doing? What's happening? No, don't do that. Don't go there. Don't say that. Don't feel this way. You overthinking it. No, if you do that, don't start that garden. No, because see, most people that start, when I started a garden, I had flies and I had, I don't know what happened in the garden, y'all. Shoot, listen, my husband is the green thumb, not me. But shoot, I be seeing, little bugs and critters. Oh, when I started my garden, if you do that, then it's not going to happen. Look, for a fact, here go the pivot. Here go the situation. This is where you uncomfortable. Let's use this as an example, collective, an example, but a very real one. We know that millions and millions of Americans are not about to get food stamps for the month of November. Now, is it a little bit too late to plant a full-blown garden? Maybe. But lettuce grow kind of quick. Herbs grow kind of quick. Okay? So imagine you saying, all right, I am uncomfortable with the fact that there are going to be people in my community who can't even get lettuce, who can't even get salt and pepper, who can't even afford to get bread. But I got resources here where I can create a small community. I can bake some bread. I can make some. I can do, and somebody and when you make it, so you pivoting, you like, okay, I have resources, right? And I know that there are 5 families that are in need on my block. So this is what I'm going to do. Instead of me going out to eat 5 times this month, I'm saving all that money, adding it up, and I'm going to get some extra rice, some extra flour, some extra this, some extra that. And I'm going to make sure the people in my community are fed. Let me tell you what this demon hiding in your garden gonna say. Tap in. This is an example. You don't know them like that. Let them take care of their own house. They ain't never show up for you. You didn't have those kids. Why you got to take care of their kids? You only grew 3 heads of lettuce. Who that's going to feed? This is why I don't be eating from everybody's house. Knowing that there is a situation where you've got to pivot and use your gifts, your skills, your time, your money, your ideas, your thoughts, your heart, the message from the Holy Spirit that's telling you, you gotta move. That's the pivot. And you got to move in a way that secures your community to have a level of safety. And you got somebody who you've known for a minute saying, why even do that? Ain't that weird? That's the movement I'm talking about. That's the movement that I'm talking about. Now, when you come now, I'm still in this example, okay? But it can apply to anything. So now you like, all right, let me tell, my homies or my friends that, listen, this is what I'm doing. If you have any extra in the house, or if you have anything you're not using, and I could utilize those tools. If you got an extra bread maker, extra mixer, whatever, you doing the work. You just asking for tools, right? And you got people like, yeah, girl, listen, this mixer that been sitting up in here, come and take it. Okay. What you need me to help you measure something? Now you got people that's like, yeah, I'm with it. And watch, the people that say, yeah, I'm with it, they demons going to start popping out. Oh, so what, you going to go over there and help your friend bake some bread? That sound weak. That sound corny. And you like, yo, I'm really trying to make sure that my community good. What you mean? And it's going to be a collective, a collection. Let me not mince names around here. A collection of hidden demonic snakes popping out from everybody's circle to show you that a pivot that you being pulled to take, got the demon in them acting wild, acting stupid, saying dumb stuff. And let me tell you something, baby, that's a problem. That is a problem. That's a 7 of Swords problem. It's a conflict. It's a conflict. What I said at the beginning, y'all, your morals, of your ethics, of your values. This ain't about left or right. This ain't about who you voted for, who you didn't vote for. This ain't about what you look like, what you don't look like. This is about keeping a particular community safe off of your pivot, off of the collective pivot. Now, I just use that as an example. But a lot of you are going through pivots that don't look like taking care of a bigger community. Some of your pivots look like taking care of the community within your mind, body, spirit. Some of y'all dealing with the community of your health. Tap in. And so when you tell the people that you're thinking is supposed to help you or think is supposed to support you, or at least say, girl, good luck, I'm praying for you. I mean, listen, something. That same community, you like, hey, you know what? I got to get my health together. So I'm going to completely go vegan. I'm going to get a couple of health, books or whatever. I'm going to find out what I can do to get my health together. You ain't got to go vegan, right? This the demon. You ain't got to go vegan. You could just take these vitamins, or you could just take these supplements. Knowing that what you're trying to build, knowing that the pivot is uncomfortable for you, but it's something you have to do. It's something you have to be obedient to. You have to stick with, and then knowing the end game is so much bigger than this moment of time. But yet you got this demon telling you, no, you ain't got to do that. It's an easier way out. Collective. Now, the fact that I use that, tap in collective, the fact that I even use that, there is something, this is a malnourishment. This is a malnourishment of these people. This person is ill-informed, ill-willed, and malnourished, spiritually and emotionally. And I'm telling you, collective, the way this person is going to pop up in your life and say this to you, the way this person is going to pop up and say, like, and let themselves be known. Man, I was just watching this dude today fulfill somebody from USAID. Okay, it was a short, so I was scrolling, and this guy was grilling this other dude from USAID and said, "Why, collective? Why would you let so much food go to waste? What can you tell me about this food that's going to waste? What can you do? Like, what can we do about this?" And the guy that was being grilled was like, "Well, I have to look into what you're talking about." And the senator was like, "Well, why would you have to look into what I'm talking about when I sent the questions to you beforehand? Your office got the questions." Oh, collective, baby. This is a great example. Thank you for letting that come back into my mind, God. Because listen, it's going to be a lot of things a lot of signals that you send out there, collective. A lot of points where you're going to be like, well, wait a minute. Why did... And so the senator is like, I sent those questions to you. So why you don't got the answers today? And the guy that was being grilled was like, well, I can't really answer those questions. Being a whole dumb, being a whole pump, being a puppet, being controlled by the real demon masters. And that senator said something that shook the whole freaking table. And I told you the collective ready to turn the tables over, okay? That was Monday's message. We flipping tables. And baby, that senator said, isn't it interesting that one little detail can expose so much about a person? Collective, baby. I was like, woo. I was like, oh. I had to step on them like a Sigma out there, like, aka, like, Isn't it interesting that such one small detail can reveal so much about a person? And I feel like that's what it is for you, collective. That's what it is for you. See, your actions Collective. That's why I always say, and I stand by this, it's so many conversations about move in silence, right? You got to move in silence. Don't say nothing. But I always say it's impossible for the collective to move in silence because your actions speak louder than words. And I haven't been wrong yet. Collective. Ooh-wee. When you move, when you pivot, when you find that where you are is uncomfortable, when you decide, because see, you're going to decide right then and there, you're going to listen to your intuitions, or God going to decide for you. You ain't going to like that. Because God only going to give you so many chances for you to recognize that you're in a situation where you need to pivot. That's why I said a lot of y'all think you uncomfortable, but you're really not. Collective. I want to be clear in this message that because of who is going to show up as a devil in your life is going to cause an emotional conflict. It is. It is. And this is where I need you, collective. This is where I need you to tap in and recognize how am I say that? This is where I need you to tap in, collective. I had to collect myself. This is where I need you to tap in and not allow your emotions to rule your response. See, because when you know somebody for a long time and they reveal themselves as a Judas, when they will reveal themselves as anti-healing, as anti-love, when they want to put a knife in your back, what's the phrase? E tu brute? Huh? When that is revealed, your heart is going to jump. You're going to be heartbroken. Whoa, not this person. Whoa, I thought you was better than that. I thought you was more than that. I thought you was on the same, I thought you was in alignment like me. Do not allow your emotions to rule your response. Ooh, we collective. And I know I'm saying this for somebody in the collective that really need to hear it, because a lot of y'all probably going through this battle right now. You can always tend to your emotions, baby. I'm not saying don't do that. What I am saying is that in the response to this devil that is appearing in your garden, where you have to get uncomfortable, don't you respond emotionally to 112. You respond logically. What is worth your time in this moment? What is the bigger play here in this moment? Is this something that can be talked about later? Or is it something that has to be addressed right here, right now? And if I have to address it, am I prepared to tell this person that they are a spawn of the devil? Tap in. Because what's our rule over here, collective? Our rule is we call the devil out to their face. You a straight demon, bitch. And so is your mama. Listen, okay. And that's real. That's real, collective. And I am a big fan, a big supporter of calling the demon out, because it no longer gets to hide. You know who you're dealing with. And when you call the devil out, when you call the demon out, when you call that energy out, you have to rebuke it. but it also puts on display for the world, not just you, the world, that this person can never be trusted, especially when it comes to the care and the love of the collective. My God, today, the responsibility. Damn, this is good. This reveal is not to shame anybody near you, collective. This message is almost done. I won't be long, but I sure enough will be strong. Collective. This reveal is to free you. This exposure is to free you. It is for you to regulate your energy. This is not a fight in spiritual warfare where you think you got to go toe to toe. No, a part of spiritual warfare is understanding that you just got a demon in your circle that needs to be exercised. Okay? When my man Ace Ventura say, I have exorcised the demon. This house is clear. Losers. Losers. Hey, Emery, I got you. I got you, boo. I'm going to respond to you. I just had to get my shit together. Okay. Collective. This is to free you from where your energy would have been going, which it would have been going to people who don't like you, who don't like community, who don't like you're taking your time to help others, who don't have the heart to step up when it's time to lead. The collective are leaders. It just depends on what you got to lead in, what you have to lead for. The collective has always been leaders, no matter what. There have been people in the collective that been like messed up in the game themselves and still had to lead the people, lead a congregation, lead a job, lead their children. Some of y'all teachers had to lead at school. Some of y'all nurses and doctors had to lead at the hospital. Some of y'all social workers got to lead there. Some of y'all working in food services got to lead at the kitchen. You got to make sure ain't nobody mixing this with that. Collective always been leaders. But now it's time for you to step out of a leadership position that would pay you financial dividends and you stepping into a leadership that pays spiritual dividends. This devil got a problem with it. This is to free you from that combat. Whew. Hey, Johnson, I see you. This is to free you from whatever energy you were about to put in. This is an energy call out. This is a spiritual call out. This is a reckoning call out. And as I said before, see, when the collective understands that this is a group pivot, it's not just you pivoting. Collective, whew, I done strained my voice. I feel it. It's okay. Been praying earlier. I've been calling out to God, so I felt it coming anyway. But collective, when y'all pivot, I said you're gonna be able to see everybody else that got that's being exposed from the cloak of your name. Spiritual warfare isn't having to go toe to toe all the time. Spiritual warfare is exposing the demon, exposing the energy, exposing the propaganda. Whew. Because your unspoken words, that's what's truly authentic. Tap in. What'd you say? Listen, you and I that That is big. That is beautiful. That's one of the most beautiful things I read today. You want to serve the Lord. And how do you do that? You break bread with people who are in need. And it's crazy in this entire breakthrough season. It's not crazy, it's beautiful. But this entire breakthrough season that we are in, I've been doing nothing but talking about giving back, servicing others. Ooh, tap in. And I feel like a lot of you are called to that, especially because where we are spiritually, where we got this crazy, crazy wickedness working against us in the darkest ways, the pivot that we have to make hasn't been seen for generations. I need you to understand, collective. When I tell you, when you ask me, why me, Cass? What do I always say? I always say it's bigger than you. Bigger than you. Collective. This pivot that's happening is going to shake the table. But let me get back to my earlier point where I said some of y'all not even going to like me after this. Some of y'all not going to like me after this because I told you that you are comfortable with being in discomfort. Some of y'all will look the enemy right in the face and allow your emotions to lead and not the Holy Spirit or your logic. Some of y'all sleeping with that demon. Some of y'all married to that demon. Collective. I'm not telling you how to govern certain situations like that, but what I am telling you to do is to watch out for the demon that you might be carrying. And you ain't gotta like me, and you ain't gotta like that. But the pivot that you're called to make, baby, you can't ignore it. You can't ignore it. The collective and the people who need the part of you that is meant to heal, give, feed, love, perform. Oh, baby, you can't ignore it. You can't. So you ain't got to like the fact that the devil, the demon, the demonic energy that you got to pivot away from is somebody who might not be there at the end. And I'm not saying it's going to be easy, but what I am saying is going to be necessary. Collective. I told you I won't be long, but I will be strong. And at the end of the day, the wicked can't stay hidden forever. I'm really thinking, y'all, because there's going to have to be a coalition within the collective. Because I want you to think about this. Miss Leah, Miss Wyatt, I want Redbone, Travis. I want all of y'all to really think about it, okay? Within the collective, there are going to be people who are giving, who are healing, who's also dealing with heartbreak. So there are going to be people within the collective whose main focus is to heal those who need healing that are healing others. I want you to just grapple with that. That you'll have people giving who literally had to pivot away from anchors. That's real. And social media has made it too comfortable for people to be like, to make people think it's just like, oh, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. Like, no, you telling people to remove anchors. That's a process. And most people who are able to say, hey, I'm done, they've gone through months, years of disconnecting. So listen, collective. It's heavy, but it's necessary. No matter who you are, where you are, what you do, what your position is, no matter what, there is a war that's waiting on the other side of that door. And the collective is bringing God to the gunfight, baby. Whew. That's my message. That's what I had. That's what's on my heart. That is what's on my spirit. But God, my God today. And I never want, okay? I love that. No limits on God. I never want to pretend that the healer's journey, the collective's journey, the warrior's journey is easy. I never want to sit in your face and say that. One of my superpowers is to empower you. That's one of my superpowers. One of my superpowers is to allow you and remind you that you already have the tools. You already have them within. And that what you have is so precious, is so beautiful, that sometimes those tools don't get activated until you need them. So a lot of you, like me, like many people in the chat, like many people who want to hear this later on, are going through macro and micro awakenings. And I have come to find that these awakenings are beautiful because you know what it's about this time around. You know what this is for. You know what must happen. You know your duties. So embrace your new gifts. Embrace the return of your gifts. Some of y'all like, whoa. I mean, I know for a fact, listen, y'all think I ain't got my ear to the streets. I know for a fact that some of you are reawakening gifts that you haven't seen since you was a kid, that you was a witty bitty baby. You like, whoa, I haven't dreamt like that since I was a kid. Haven't been able to see people's auras like that since I was a kid. Some of y'all really, really getting an awakening, and it's no coincidence that it's now. It's no coincidence that you here right now. And for that collective, my God, today. I ain't gonna cry, but can we share this moment together, bitch? Can we share this moment together, okay? Everything all at once, but my God, today, I love it. I love it. And again, like I said, I know the age of my audience. We ain't no spring chicken like these younger, whippersnappers are. We ain't no spring chickens. So we are more equipped to deal with this level of awakening. Baby, bring it on. The collective ain't never scared. But we also ain't going to lie in the wait and wait for these demons to expose themselves in another time. No, it's going to be exposed when you pivot. So when you pivot, collective, keep your eye out. Keep your eye out. Stay in your prayers. Stay manifesting. Stay in alignment. Spiritually protect yourself. And it's always a healing journey. I love y'all so much. I will get back to everybody's emails tonight or tomorrow. Okay. I know I've been kind of MIA lately, but just please give me a chance to bounce back. Okay. But I'm coming, y'all. For those who are receiving Crown's letters, you got to be in my membership to know what that is. For those who are receiving Crown letters, I just got an email back about the paper that I'm using. I've been on a hunt for some really good paper lately. So I just got an email back. I will tap in with you guys and let you know how that goes. I love you guys so very much. Thank you for everybody who tapped in, who double tapped that screen. Don't forget, my email is castyoungcrowned@gmail.com, baby. It's easy breezy. Okay. You just gotta give me a moment because I'm a little bit behind on my emails and I gotta get back to some people who have really been, tapping in with me. So usually around 48 to 72 hours. I try to get back ASAP, but I'm like I said, I'm just a little bit behind. Tap in. You guys are amazing. I just want to look at my real quick. Let's look at y'all. I'm getting old because these letters on this screen is blurry, bitch. Girl, where are my glasses? Okay, 87% of you said that you are sub with notifications, and 13% of you said you were doom scrolling. Hey, I love it either way. I'm so happy to hear that, collective. Thank you so much. I love you guys so much. I mean it. I mean it. I mean it. I want you to take my words. I want you to sit with them if you can. If you can't, take a deep breath. Save this to a playlist that says words or messages for future me. Share this in your Pinterest, on your Facebook, or share it to yourself. Let YouTube know that you've been rocking with me, girl. Okay. And I will see you guys on the next one. What's today? Friday? Is today Friday, y'all? What is today? I don't even know what today is, y'all. That's how much time has been moving for me. I think it's Friday. It's Friday. Okay, so I think I'll see y'all live on Sunday. Okay. And hi, Sarah. And yes, you said you need some glasses too, girl. The way they in my bag. Cause listen, real quick before I go. Way back in the day, I had laser eye surgery, and the person did tell me, like, as you get older, like it's not gonna be like it is, but you will notice. And I'm at the peak of noticing. So when I went to go look at this, I was like, what the Anyway, y'all, I will catch you later. I love you so much. Bye.